Hey guys! Today, in the name of the gentle squeeze toad, we will one-shot Shadowlands once and for all. That's good.
Whoa,
that's
it's
good.
gone.
That's good.
Boom!
Got him!
You got
Okay.
Holy shit!
There it is.
I hope I was
I'll
I'll
recorded.
take your word as in you killed it.
Yeah.
I hope I recorded, guys.
You fucking better.
If you fucking didn't, I will fucking fly to there and beat your ass.
First and foremost, I want to give a massive thank you to Sandalf the mage for sharing with me that Burst of Cold is spellstealable and stacks. Burst of Cold is a PvP talent for Frostmage that increases the damage of your next Cone of Cold by 600%. Sandalf suggested I use his power to annihilate Durotar.
Good.
Yeah, they're gone. Are you guys role-playing? Yeah.
Totally.
I always. Wait, I don't have it.
I can take the demon hunter.
Kill this guy because it's called us role-players. You ready? I do the thing, you do the thing. Do it. Do it now. Now you're gone. Bye! Oh shit, I accidentally killed you guys too. Oh no.
Oh.
Wait, I can't know this guy. I think he's on my friend list.
How did you die?
Don't
Two
fuck.
apes. What?
Don't do it. Oh shit.
Wait, they're all here now. Do it.
I'm working on it. Wait, there's only one. It would be really fun to terrorize Durotar, but after the Toad nerf, we need to find bigger prey. 600% increase stacking separately is absolutely broken scaling. Let's say you have 2000 damage baseline Cone of Cold. Having one burst of cold leads to 14k damage. Having 2 stacks leads to 98k damage. 3 stacks leads to 686k damage. 4 stacks equals 4.8 million damage. And then at 5 stacks is 33 million. More than any current raid boss. Wow. Being able to one-shot a raid boss sure sounds fun. But I was 90% sure this would not work inside raids. It is a PvP talent after all, right? Well, if you obtain it outside the instance, it will actually remain once you teleport inside.
This one should work on. It still remains! Wait, what?
But the buff only lasts for 6 seconds. So how are we going to be able to obtain 5 of them, and have enough time to accept a summon, and then get close to a boss to Cone of Cold?
Pretty cool, actually.
You need multiple people.
Yeah, I need more than that, I need a new computer.
Why?
Oh, I need the fastest loading screen possible. This, I mean like really fast. Okay, so you know the Cone of Cold buff that gives you 600% damage increase? Seems to appear to last in raids, but it's a 6-second buff. So I need to spellsteal enough Cone of Colds to then loading screen in and use my Cone of Cold to one-shot the raid boss.
I'm going to buy a new PC and give that one to Garo.
This is hilarious, because it actually works out, with no margin at all. Thanks to both Icy Veins and Time Warp, we're able to obtain 100% haste, which is a global cooldown cap, making one spellsteal go off every 0.75 seconds. This means, by staying in the contested arena, where we can spellsteal 4 people at once, we can obtain all the required buffs within 3 seconds.
Fast click, anyone! No one is summoning next to that.
Wait, you not?
We got it.
Then we have half a second for getting out of combat to accept the summon. And a loading screen of maybe 2 seconds. Then we have half a second left to reach the boss and the Cone of Cold. Shimmer actually saved us so much trouble, because it's off the global cooldown. Which means we can macro it to instantly teleport to the boss and use Cone of Cold. In theory, it sounds perfect, but in practice there are a lot of issues. Remember where you're standing.
Yeah.
Oh, bonk!
There's also the problem that the people summoning you inside the instance have to be positioned the right direction. Okay, so everyone's ready, right?
I'm going ready.
Nice. Otherwise this happens. Let's load it.
Okay, is that a small guy, see?
Load.
No.
You might
It's a
wanna
big
watch out.
school.
Ellie, you might wanna watch out.
My panic is dying.
Good.
What?
You guys can summon me.
Harry, you're funny.
Summon panic.
What? Okay.
3, 2, 1. Come on, it's a slow.
Whoa, he disappeared.
What the fuck? Where did you position yourself? No.
What do you mean?
Why would I?
Why are you over there?
Oh, that's
really?
my bad. I summoned you there and then I turned.
Hey.
You're like, I
Oh, yeah.
started there because I was looking at Karo and then I turned mid
That was rude.
I'll go back to chat room. Let's wait 3 minutes.
That's like coming out some portal and you run into a wall, dude.
Even worse, this attempt actually had every single buff active, so it could have worked without the inting Death Knight. It would have died if Panic was positioned right. Dude, I have 5 buffs. Oh my god.
Come on, fight me.
You
Wow,
can
that's
count
really
it in
sad.
as a blooper to make
Oh
it
my
longer.
god.
Exactly, Karo. I'm making content here for you, man. You need
I don't
10 minutes
understand.
for extra ad money.
Oh shit.
Panic,
Panic,
What?
stand exactly in the middle.
can you summon?
You see
No.
the arrow, right? Exactly in the middle.
Oh my.
Okay.
Wanna screw up a Panic?
The
The next
next
one,
one.
third time. It's gonna be.
That's weird.
Imagine if I steal your buffs. That would be fine.
It would not be fun. No, I,
Click them before.
Yeah.
don't. Nice.
Blizzard hired me to destroy extra from the inside. It's so funny. I can't express my funny feeling right now.
Are you smoking something, Ipanic?
No, that's the weird part.
No,
just
he's
wondered.
just Leroy.
Yeah, fuck. Just happens, dude. It's a phase.
You can start summoning.
Okay.
I hope my thing comes out cool now.
Okay.
I was clicking the giant knight that was in my face.
You're daydreaming.
Wait, did I summoned the wrong mage? Wait, hold on.
I'm coming!
Hold on. Did I
said-
Oh,
swear?
Jesus
He's
Christ.
swear-
smoking something.
Did I swear I clicked on you, dude? What?
Now,
Oh,
I think if I wait a second. then-
yeah.
I missed one
You lost
buff.
the stack.
Yeah, we lost like.
Fuck, run!
You just had to have a good try, like that's the thing.
Dude.
I mean, that's
Rex, I think I'm getting old. I'm,
I'm-
not doing this
I'm-
on purpose. Do you want sound?
not yet. We wait until 20.
How about now, right?
We can wait. Maybe that's what's the thing. We wait a little bit more with the sun.
Oh. How about now?
Oh my god.
Men
This time we make it, guys. You all ready?
It's a bell. Yeah, I'm ready.
I mean,
Who said you paid me with the bell, dude?
don't use.
Bing
I,
bong.
When
don't-
did you move?
I think it's you guys making my loading scene slower because
Dude,
you
there's a
both, like,
bell in the middle, dude.
oh
He wants me
my
to
God.
click on it instead. Oh no, I'm getting trolled.
Finally, it worked out, and Rygelon fell.
Come on, Boomer, you got
Okay,
this.
let's do this. Frostnova. That's good.
Whoa,
that's
it's
good.
gone.
That's good.
Boom!
Got him!
You got
Oh,
it.
got him!
There it is.
Holy
There
shit!
it is.
I hope it was a
I'll
I'll
goal.
take your word as in you killed it.
Yeah.
Looking at the replay, you see in slow motion how my buffs dropped off at the exact frame I was able to cone off cold. I didn't have a single millisecond to spare. Oh, he's not even running in. There's that.
Yeah, it's to say he's not even there.
It's the same frame. He dies. My cone of colds are gone. There's no cone of cold left.
Yeah. It hasn't even played yet.
No, it's literally the same frame. I did the cone. They were so pushed to the limit. It was insane. Well, Rygelon is great. But you might be thinking, what about the Jailer? The Plague of the Shadowlands. One-shotting the final boss of an expansion would be quite a climax, wouldn't it? Wait, let's try it. Like, boom!
Ah! Gotta run!
This one is much harder, because there are more spell effects nearby. Which means the loading timer is slower than Rygelon. Let's do it on the side. If you do it on the side, it's less things to load, because we don't load behind us as much. Wait, there's about many holes. Oh, that's a problem.
You can do
How
that
about
right
here,
here.
where I'm standing here? Yeah, I think from the side.
Sure, sure.
Do in the middle.
Here. We don't want his auto hit to go before my Cone of Cold. Thank you, okay, let's go. It worked. I got my Cone of Cold to hit him. My Cone of Cold hit
I have
before.
the little voice line that says, "Oh no, whenever you play."
And you never move. Okay, good.
I'm never moving.
Okay, never ever again.
Okay,
You're gonna
I'll
stay here for
just
ages.
make a new account.
In Dragonfly, they're gonna be still here, exact that location.
I'm waiting, Rex. I need time.
We will manage this, thanks to a remarkable group of people.
I meant to hit Loki.
Why are you gonna ruin
Oh,
everything?
is
What's
it thing
happening
me?
here? Everyone
No one
chill.
else used?
The mages are rebelling. That's what's happening.
Lord.
Oh shit, I don't have spells.
die,
so
Everyone
hold on.
chill. Guys, I'm getting old. I don't have. I need every second of my life. You guys need.
You're getting old. You're like 7 years younger than me. Shut up.
Stop.
Loki!
Can you?
Oh, sorry.
Oh
Ocean
my
Star
Dude,
has
it
been
was
affixed
there.
to it.
First it goes to the haste increase, then it goes to the damage increase. To get enough damage for the jailer, I had to use both the Fatal Flaw Soulbind and also raise change to Dark Iron Dwarf for the Fireblood intellect boost. I screwed up.
Okay.
I screwed up, I think.
Paul.
Oh, I fucked it. I had two
The
globes
first words out of his mouth was, "I fucked up."
Thing is, I thought my game froze because no one was saying anything and no action happened.
So,
You know how hard it is to play Pokemon and watch Rex at the same time?
the exact way this is set up is through a lot of macros. I had a macro to spellsteal every single target, specifically by name. And to make sure all the buffs came at the same time, I had people Frostnova right after my own. Okay, then the moment I Frostnova, you Frostnova. We kept doing this in many tries.
Ooh,
This is good.
that was so well done.
That was actually all
was-
timed.
Wait, I'm one off. I was almost. It was
Have you
it was close.
fucked that
It
up?
was close. It was close. I don't think I screwed up. How do you both
Yeah,
manage?
you
How
did,
do you
Karen.
both manage to press a mage port?
Wait, both?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, why do you place it next
But how
to
would
it?
you ever press it?
Because he's that
Because I was
kind of
looking at
special.
different way, dude.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine.
We all knew he was a
Oh
special.
fuck! Clicked again.
How did
Hey.
you manage?
Dude,
Oh,
Panic.
oh.
dude, it's I tried to summon me or kind of
even
whatever
look
the
where
fuck.
Your
Dude.
mouse is.
Panic.
Dude.
Do we have to have a conversation
Okay,
on how
okay,
balls
Dude,
work?
look on my screen. I'm gonna share this right
It's okay.
now.
Let's get something. Hold on.
You should do.
Yeah, Penny,
What?
you haven't moved right since the last
No.
time I tried. Okay, good. Should try it once just in case.
No, just fucking go.
Okay.
My lifetime is spending.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
It's definitely a Womble situation of come for Womble, stay for Cyanide. In this case, it's come for X, stay for Panic.
Okay. First, I'm doing the time warp. No.
Hello?
Come on.
Okay.
Oh,
Why
I
is
know
it
what
missing
my... who's got trinkets? Maybe you can steal trinket effects.
Why am I missing? Oh, I'm missing so little. I mean, I need somehow to increase my load time like half a second.
Buy better SSD.
I was really afraid my loading screen timer wasn't good enough. I had to remove every add-on, get the lowest possible graphic. I even made sure my action bar were empty, in case it impacted the loading timer. I need some right now, thank you.
It's not going faster. Dude.
That was pretty fast that time.
I lost
You
it more
missed.
fast. No, I didn't, I hit him, I did 1k, 1 million, 1. I didn't, I think dropped off. It was slower
Yeah, I
than
don't
that.
think.
Is it low? It wasn't that slow actually. I'm doing a reload next time. Finally, after all this time, and we're waiting for the Frostnova.
Okay.
The Frostnova do the thing.
I believe in this one.
Yeah, same.
You give me anxiety, just stand there. Okay.
It's too slow.
That was quick.
Oh, it's so close.
Yeah.
It-
Oh, that
Oh!
was so close.
wait,
Oh!
this
That
time,
was so
this time it
close.
wasn't a buff problem. It was a kill, it was a damage problem.
Damage problem.
Uh-huh.
Did
Dude,
have
you
it?
only hit 30.5 million, you noob.
I first thought I had failed, and didn't have enough damage. But seeing the combat log, no, you can't kill him. It did 30 million, but he absorbs
Yeah.
everything. Wait,
No.
It's a different boat.
dude, you can't one-shot him.
Wait,
Yeah,
you have
you
to
can.
face them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
what?
funny.
He stops
He
at
has to
10.
do his RP. He has to then. You can't skip over it.
Dude, that's freaking
dumb.
brutal. Oh.
Oh
He
yeah,
came
because
back
everyone
for the
gets frozen
bench.
in place,
Dude.
don't they? Yeah.
Someone decided to make the jailer unable to be one-shot, since I did more than enough damage to kill him. I wonder, why would he absorb exactly that amount of damage? Is it a hard cap, where it can't go below 8% in one go? because he has no phase that begins at that health, right? I did some calculations, and it was about 24.5% of my damage that was absorbed. A quite weird number. We actually managed
Yeah.
it. This is Blizzard screws over. Again, they always come for us, guys. Like, it's no, like, if you find a way to launch the jail, it should be like, obviously. It should be legit.
The right boss.
The worst, it's not 10%, it's 8%. I think like, oh, how much can people do realistically before we, like, in a few seconds? Okay, let's just have a cap at 8% so no one accidentally one-shots him. It's like, it's so, like, it's so unbalanced. I have some theories, but the most likely one is that 8% is when the jailer forces himself to phase 3. Usually the percentage differs, since it depends on the raid CPS during phase 2. This was most likely added, so that people had to see the whole fight. I hope everyone enjoyed this amazing journey. Again, a big thanks to Sandalf, as well as everyone else who helped out with summoning, gearing, and stacking the mage buff. Oh, and of course, the Cone of Cold bug is already fixed. Thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for more. I'm making a portal. It's a portal behind you guys, so don't click this. This is like behind you, like not at you. It's over
Yes,
here,
panic.
where we're standing. You know,
That's
the
one
stairs.
spot.
What?
It's exactly 15 stairs probably. So don't click
Whoa,
the
I
portal.
almost clicked on it.
Oh my god, that was so close.
Holy.